What's going on out there, YouTube? It's AmbitionZ VapeR back again for another review, another comparison review that you guys, what up squad, you guys enjoy these. So let's just jump right into it, man. We got the Griffin RTA versus the Hastur RDTA. I did a review on the Hastur RDTA. Was sent to me from Chihulu Mods for the purpose of the review. I'll have it in the cards up here, okay? I didn't do a review on the Griffin RTA, well, because there's a million reviews on it. But I want to do a comparison, the Hastur versus the Griffin. I'm going to give you the pros and cons of each RTA. I'm going to let you know what I like about each RTA and what I don't like about each RTA, okay? We got the Griffin, okay? This holds 3.5 mLs of juice. It's a top fill design, and it has a large deck to build on. Adjustable airflow on the bottom. The ring is mighty loose on the bottom. I don't like that. It's just too loose. It moves on its own. You can change the juice flow channels by just turning the RTA, closing it down, open it up. I keep it wide open. And it's a top fill by just unscrewing this top piece. And then you just fill it. Nice large holes on the top. So you just fill it up like that. See those large juice channels? I don't know if you see them or not, but they're mighty large. I can't pop the top and show you it. I already showed you it in the review. If you haven't seen the review of the Hastur RDTA, I definitely recommend you guys go click on that card and watch that review before you watch this review, okay? But on the top, it has a juice flow channel that's so friggin' small, you have to pop the top off. If you pop the top off with the airflow open on the bottom right now, and then you go to fill it or whatever, if I did it for you on camera, and then closed it down, all that juice would rush down and it would leak out here like you wouldn't believe. This thing cries like the biggest fucking baby I have ever met in my life. It has a large deck to build on. It's a velocity style deck. It has 2 or 2.5 millimeter post holes. So you could basically put almost the same build on this as you can on this, okay? These decks are pretty similar. They're similar size, but they're not similar as to how they wick, okay? Both top fill design, but this top fill design is way better than this. This thing's too small. You have to have it at a perfect angle. You have to have the dripper above the hole at a 45-degree angle and let it fall into the hole. This thing has the worst filling system I have ever seen on an RDTA. They ruined it with the fill system. I don't know why they just didn't make that thing huge, because it's so small. It's like 2 millimeters by like 4 millimeters or 3 millimeters. It's so fucking small. It's just gonna fill up and there's no air that's gonna be able to get out because that hole's too small. I don't know what Chihulu was thinking when they made that top fill design. This holds 3.5 mLs. This holds 7.5 mils. So I love the large juice channel on this, but actually for my personal vaping, I mean, somebody will love that, but I don't. I like 3.5 mils because I like to change my juice a lot. I don't like vaping. That's a lot of juice to fill. I've never filled this to the top. The whole time I have owned this, I have never filled this completely. It's just too much. And it doesn't wick as effectively as this does. I have an 80-20 VGPG ratio e-juice on both of these, okay? The chuff tops are pretty similar. I like the chuff top on the Chihulu, the Hastur RDTA. I don't know why I keep saying the company's name, but because it's a little taller and my mouth stays on the actual drip tip, and on this one, my mouth actually starts touching the top of the tank. This thing wicks a lot better than the Hastur. The Hastur does not wick effectively at all. I don't know what it is, but I don't ever see bubbles. And once in a while, I'll rarely see bubbles, but I'll just see the juice eventually start going down. The ring on the bottom of this to keep the deck intact with the tank gets loose from time to time. It's a lot easier getting to the build on this versus this, but the ring on the bottom of this sucks. Now, the tolerances to the airflow control ring on this is a lot better than the Griffin. The Griffin, I can just use my finger. Look at that. I mean, just look at that. It's fucking horrible. I mean, I couldn't do that. I have to literally grab it and really turn it. The size of the deck with the chimney section, like, I like the Griffin better. I feel like you definitely have a little bit more room than the Hastur. I have a dual parallel around a 2.5 millimeter drill bit, 6 wrap on each side, coil on this, and then I have a Helix stapled coil, dual coil on this. Comes out to a 0.08. This one comes out to a 0.15. This, on the other hand, has dripper quality flavor if it works correctly. I like the looks of this a lot better. This one's really tall. I mean, I like the looks of it too. It has a little conical concave side on it. 510 on the bottom of the RDTA is below or not protruding. And this one protrudes the insulator on this one. So I definitely like the 510 on this versus this. Now you could take the build out of this without taking the juice out of the tank. That's a pro. This one, you'd have to empty it to get to the build. Now let's go over vapor and flavor production. 105 watts, sitting on a 0.15 ohm build, about 4 volts like on a mechanical. Here we go. Great fucking flavor and vape production. I got a 0.08 ohm build, 135 watts. Helix staple dual coil, both 80/20. It's a vape. Really good flavor on this too. I'm not saying this doesn't have good flavor. It does. It has good vape production as well. Very close. This feels to me like it's more of a dripper experience. I'm getting really good flavor on both of these right now. I don't know what happened, but I've noticed that this one does have a little bit better flavor when it works correctly. It wicks great because the chimney, between the chimney and the glass, there's not a lot of room. So really thick VG has a tough time or a tendency to come up and wick slower. But I don't get dry hits on it, guys. I always put the cotton just sitting right on top of the juice flow channels. Right where that ring, you know, that ring that goes around the juice flow channel. I just have it sitting right below the ring. So you can just see the cotton sitting right below the ring. And I don't have any wicking problems. What is the verdict? What is AmbitionZ VapeR verdict on these two RTAs? Well, the Griffin takes the cake. 150%. This bad boy takes the friggin' cake. This is a Creus killer. This kills the Creus, and this kills the Creus, okay? But this kills this one because of the simplicity and performance and consistency I get off this RTA. Just go with the Griffin, man. This is my favorite RTA, hands down, to date. That's the comparison review. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If you did, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. I give you content on a motherfucking daily basis. And remember, squad, stay juiced up, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.